And welcome back, John Morris Show on a Monday. Congratulations to the West Virginia Mountaineers. They'll be waving that Big 12 banner in Omaha, Nebraska, headed to the College World Series after a terrific season, regular season, hosted a regional, won that in dramatic fashion, now a super regional, a couple of blowout wins over Cal Poly. It's on to Omaha. The man who is on the radio network alongside Andrew Caridi is Jake Weghorst, former Lorena Leopard and former Baylor Bear, who's got a coat and tie on, or at least a tie on this morning, and he joins us. Good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning, John. I appreciate you having me, and you gotta love college baseball.
Isn't that the truth? And the way and the atmosphere and the way West Virginia's been going, you got to really love college baseball right now.
Oh, man, the atmosphere in Morgantown the past couple of weekends, being able to host the regional for the fans, because the past 2 years, you've had to go down to North Carolina, you've had to go down to LSU, and for the fans to actually be there and get the job done and finally punch that ticket to Omaha. I mean, the players, the staff, the fans, the state, I mean, it is an incredible time to be a Mountaineer right now.
Yeah, man. And it made it so much better, didn't it? Not only winning and getting to Omaha, but winning in front of your fans. And just, I mean, they were hanging from the rafters there, weren't they, all last weekend and again this weekend?
I mean, Mountaineer fans are built different. I mean, we packed the stadium. You had what they called Randy's Ridge up on the top. It was free admission. I think Coach Mazey was out there handing out about 1,000 pepperoni rolls, him and his wife, Amanda. Nice. I mean, just an incredible atmosphere that you've never seen before. I mean, we've packed the stadium before, but the tailgates before the game, I mean, it really felt like just a national contender caliber baseball team.
Wow, great atmosphere. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could feel it. You can see it when you're watching. You could hear it when I was listening to you guys. And Randy's Ridge, did you and Andrew, did y'all come up with that name?
No, there was actually an individual that kind of put it out on social media, and we just took it and ran with it. And we've actually met the guy, and I don't think anybody ever thought. I told our athletic director, Ren Baker, I was like, you need to get up there with the clicker and see how many people are up there, because, right. You know, it had to have been about 4,000 people up there watching on the hill to go along with the 4,600 in the stadium.
That is wild. That is so wild. And Randy's Ridge, Randy Mazey, your former coach, you had so much success there. But, man, Steve Sabins has stepped in, and look at what he's done in a very short time.
Boy, my goodness. I mean, 2 years that Sabins has been the head coach, 44 wins last year, which was a program record. Now we're at 45 wins this year. So we just set another program record. It was very fitting that the win was against Cal Poly to send us to Omaha. But, I mean, that's 89 wins as your first 2 years as a head coach. Couldn't have a better guy at the helm for that program.
Yeah, unbelievable. That's great. Tell us, Jake, you know the Mountaineers team better than anybody watching right now. What's the team like? What's the vibe? What's the strength of this Mountaineer team?
You know, I think what's helped, John, is the past couple of years, we've had a ton of postseason success. We just really couldn't get over the hump. So we've been knocking at the door to Omaha. So once we got here in front of our fans, it was just business as usual. We've been here before. It's our time, and the guys have been playing. You know, in this day in college baseball, it seems like the rosters turn over so much every single year, but there's still a lot of holdover guys. You know, your Armani Guzman, Ben Lumsden, Brody Kresser, Gavin Kelly, Carson Estridge, Reese Bassinger. So you have a lot of guys that have been there and that were hungry. And now they get to experience what a lot of people never get to do, including myself. I never made it as a player, never made it as a coach. And I told Andrew, man, if I want to make it in the radio booth, you know, let's go. You know, so it's
right.
It's such an exciting time for not just the players, but a lot of the staff, because in college baseball, to be really successful, it is a lot of hours. It's a lot of sacrifice from your families. So it is couldn't be happier for the program, the people that just have everything to do with West Virginia.
Yeah, terrific. And the pitching also. I mean, Max Yale leading the way, Big 12 Pitcher of the Year. I mean, outstanding. You don't get to this point without outstanding pitching, do you?
No, and that's the thing is, I think we learned every single year um, why we fell short in North Carolina at LSU, and I think some of the years it was that strong starting pitching, and so having Max, who could have signed a professional contract last year, he was out all year with Tommy John surgery, but he bet on himself to come back to WVU, and boy, how did that pay off? I mean, he just from the very start has been a horse at the top of that rotation. And let's not forget Chanson Cole, who's 10-1, who is a completely different type of pitcher than Max Shields. So they've really complemented each other the entire way. And it's really a dangerous 1-2 punch going into the World Series.
Wow. Very cool. Jake Weghorst, our guest, part of a state championship team at Lorena, went to Angelina Junior College, then to Baylor, finished at Baylor 06 and 07. I guess you just missed that Baylor World Series team by a year, right? Bears win in 05.
Yeah, that was, I've always wanted, I'm a hometown guy, wanted to play at Baylor. Steve Smith, Mitch Thompson. I mean, I wanted to be there. And in 2005, they go to the World Series. And I remember watching that. It's like, God, I need to be a part of this program. And we did make two regionals at Rice, just fell a little bit short. But I mean, the memories, the people at Baylor is just unmatched. And I'm always rooting for it. And so glad for Mitch Thompson and Zach Dillon that I played with there. So they're in really good hands and can't wait to see what those guys do.
Very cool. Yeah, programs on the rise under Coach Thompson and Coach Dillon, Coach Blair, great staff here. So it's been fun to see the progress of the Baylor program. How'd you get to West Virginia?
When I got done, playing at Baylor, Coach Smith knew Bubba Cates at University of Tennessee Martin. So I, packed my bags, went there, started my coaching career, and just one of those things. I saw an opening. You're a young guy trying to get in the profession. You kind of go wherever you need to go, and I got to West Virginia and coached there for 3 years. And a couple of things happened. I got out of coaching. And then I still stayed in touch with the program. I knew Randy Mazey before he came to West Virginia. He let me coach the alumni game, 1 year. And then, got that phone call to, hey, have you ever done broadcasting? You want to hop on the radio with Andrew Caridi? I'm like, heck yeah. I mean, I'll get on there and talk some baseball all day. And, that's how I got on the radio. But getting to West Virginia, it was just, made a phone call trying to get a job. And I've been here for over 15 years and it is just an incredible place. The people here, you get 4 seasons of weather, but the mountains are just beautiful and the fans are just unmatched, every sport in this university.
Yeah, absolutely. Fans are great there. And there's a lot less stress up in the radio booth, isn't there?
How about that? Yeah, I don't have to go recruit all throughout the summer. But it is some of my coaching comes out in the, especially on check swing calls and questionable calls. I told Andrew, I was like, I haven't got too loud out of hand up there yet. So, but it's such a fun time, and to get to do it with Andrew Caridi, which is just such a young professional. And he's got such a bright future in that field.
You guys do a great job. I listened to most of the games Saturday. Blowout. How about this? You're blowing out Cal Poly. It's just a matter of getting, to the end. Oh, wait a second. We've got a weather delay. And it was a pretty long weather delay, wasn't it, before you came back to finish the last couple of innings?
It was about 90 minutes, and it came in strong, a hard wind. And I think if you look back at it, I'm kind of glad it happened, because you knew once you get to the 7th inning, we're probably going to win here. Right. So you knew that was going to happen. So if that wouldn't have happened, we finished the game quickly, they'd have been getting everybody out of that stadium while we're trying to celebrate.
Oh, yeah, true.
So I said, well, we got that out of the way. So the sun came out, and it was just a beautiful afternoon. All the fans came back. I mean, that's what we were worried about. Are these fans going to leave because of the weather? Absolutely not. They waited in their cars. They waited in the rain. And as soon as they allowed them to come back in, it was a packed house again. to watch the Mountaineers celebrate their ticket to Omaha.
They weren't going to miss singing, were they, at the end of the game?
Nah, not a chance. That is such a sweet song, Country Roads, and it was, that was one of the first times Andrew and myself let it play on the radio. We just sat back, we cranked the volume up, and just let it echo all throughout the Mountain State.
Yeah, absolutely perfect to let your listeners celebrate with the fans that were there. So really, really cool. Well done. And you and Andrew do a great job together. I think the world of both you guys, but then Tony Caridi just does a great job for West Virginia broadcasting. So you guys pulling for you. Kansas could get there, another Big 12 school, but they've got an uphill climb, don't they? They're down pretty good to Oklahoma right now.
Yeah, they came into Oklahoma came up there red hot, and they're swinging the bats well. So we've been around Kansas quite a bit. They can swing it too, but they definitely got an uphill battle starting today.
Gotcha. Final thought, Jake, what's this going to be like for you and Andrew to be there calling the Mountaineers games in Omaha, Nebraska?
Hey, it's really a dream come true for anybody that's a baseball fan. It's a bucket list type of place, and I always told myself I would never go unless I was there participating with a team. And I hated it because I thought my run was ended. But, West Virginia and Coach Sabins had a different idea and been 135 years in the making for this. So it's going to be quite a bit. We're going to have a lot of listeners. The fans travel well, and I can't wait to see how many that old gold and blue that's going to take over Omaha.
Yeah, we were guessing Mountaineer fans are going to buy up every ticket they can, won't they?
Yeah, they came out pretty quick and said, we recommend everybody go to the Omaha site to get tickets because they sold out pretty quickly, and finding flights. I know people are driving just to get a chance to watch them play. And, we're not just going to be there. I mean, we have the team, the sneaky team that can really do some damage with the starting pitching, tons of hitting up and down the lineup. We can beat you so many different ways, but it's been such a fun team to watch. And boy, I can't wait. I get fired up in the booth. Super competitive, but it's going to be a heck of a time.
Very good, man. We're pulling for you, and really appreciate your time this morning. Tell Andrew hello for me. Tell Ren Baker hello. I appreciate Ren. I think is doing a great job there at West Virginia. But y'all have a good time and soak it up at the College World Series.
I appreciate it, John. Thanks for having me.
All right, Jake, stay in touch. Jake Weghorst